Good to be with you. I'm Tony DeCopel. The breaking news right now. Hayden Panettiere's final moments, the new details from police, and her on-again, off-again boyfriend by her side. And a tribute tonight from the father of her 11-year-old daughter.
It feels like hell outside.
Also tonight, the heat alerts for more than 70 million, sizzling in temperatures that in some spots feel hotter than 120 degrees. And explosions rock a recycling plant in Toledo. What we know about casualties and the cause. Police rescuing 2 girls from a hot trailer. An attempted abduction, they say. What broke open the case? And a targeted ambush of a father in Florida. The trial now underway as prosecutors argue his ex-wife and her husband are behind the killing. Plus, the search for whoever this is wearing a creepy doll mask and terrorizing people in Philadelphia. And the good stuff, Astro, the surfing dog, training for a new job as a lifeguard.
Oh boy.
From CBS News headquarters in New York, this is the CBS Evening News with Tony DeCopel.
And good evening. We know more tonight about the sudden death of actor Hayden Panettiere, found unresponsive over the weekend in Greenville, South Carolina. She was not alone, according to a Greenville City police report. An on-again, off-again boyfriend and his brother were there with her, and she had what's described in the report as a, quote, bag of medication with her. Also new tonight, perhaps the final images of Panettiere on camera. This ad she was working on for PETA, which the organization says it released today in her honor. More now from senior national correspondent Mark Strassman.
Cardiac arrest, minute 29 responding.
When South Carolina police arrived Sunday, first responders were losing the fight to save actor Hayden Panettiere, according to a heavily redacted police report just released. An officer saw multiple EMS and firemen performing CPR on a white female patient who appeared to be unresponsive. The 36-year-old actor never regained consciousness. A preliminary autopsy is complete, the official cause of death still unclear. But in radio chatter, first responders mentioned the word overdose.
Respond in place of Medic 29, Ely Bridge Road, overdose, CPR is in progress.
Panettiere published a memoir this year about her demons, postpartum depression, domestic abuse, and addiction.
So I was self-medicating and looking for relief at the bottom of a bottle.
In South Carolina, Brian Hickerson, Panettiere's on and off boyfriend, and his brother Zach called 911. Brian Hickerson showed police officers her bag of medication. The officer said they were both emotional.
It made me feel like I could take care of myself.
Panettiere, a star in shows like Nashville, admitted struggles with trauma. She said Hollywood had scarred her as a young woman and a child star. But lately, she seemed to be cheerleading for herself.
I finally feel like I have shaken off all of this darkness and this negativity.
She leaves behind an 11-year-old daughter, Kaya, with her former partner, Vladimir Klitschko. He posted on social media, "Nothing will erase the times we shared or the place she had in our lives." Rest easy, Hayden. Tony?
Mark, thank you very much. Explosions and fire ripped through a recycling plant in Toledo, Ohio today, about 2 hours before sunrise, but right in the middle of a shift change. 2 workers are dead tonight. Here's our Tom Hansen with details.
At 4:49 in the morning, the initial blast was caught on doorbell camera. Moments later, more blasts and a huge fire that engulfed Brent Industries, an industrial textile cleaning and recycling facility.
Fire dispatch engine 4, all crews en route to the structure fire. Getting reports that the building has blown up.
I came outside, and next thing you know, I looked up in the sky and saw the explosion from my own 2 eyes. Right in front of me, it went up pretty high.
It was like 3 really, really big booms and fireballs. I mean, like movie-style fireballs.
2 people never made it out of the burning building, 1 man and 1 woman. Family members identified the woman to our local CBS affiliate as Mary Allen, a 13-year Brent Industries employee and a grandmother.
It's mind-boggling. It's confusing. It's not good. I mean, we're just doing the best we can.
Hours after first light, firefighters were still battling the flames. Aerial video shows the still smoldering embers from the collapsed building.
There's still fire. It's a difficult scene to put the fire out because of the damage to the building.
And officials here say that there are still hazardous chemicals on the property, but the air here is considered safe. The investigation is ongoing. A cause has yet to be determined. Tony.
Tom, thank you very much. Speaking of the air, extreme heat alerts are posted across much of the South tonight, where it felt like 119 degrees in Charleston, 122 in Tampa. More now from meteorologist Rob Marciano.
In the South, it's a summer on steroids. A heat dome is making life miserable for more than 70 million people, from Texas to the Carolinas. With high temperatures and added humidity, making it feel north of 110 degrees. And it's a scorcher out west, too. Phoenix roasting in 111-degree temperatures, where an extreme heat warning has been in effect for days. On Sunday, a hiker overcome by heat exhaustion had to be quickly airlifted off Camelback Mountain. Heat is the #1 weather-related killer in the United States. So the strategy for football practice at Dunwoody High School near Atlanta is to play it safe.
We're adjusting the schedule as we go with the heat. We broke up practice today. It's kind of a little balance right now we're trying to work out.
Football practice is ramping up this time of year, often twice a day, and this August heat is certainly dangerous. And we now have 13 states that are under excessive heat warnings right now, and a lot of these advisories and warnings will be carried through at least tomorrow. With the heat and humidity across the Gulf states, that's going to add to things. It'll be just as hot there, or feel just as hot there, as it will across the Southwest. So triple digits in Vegas, Phoenix, and Tucson. Same deal in Dallas, in Oklahoma City. Charleston, you'll be feeling like 109 tomorrow, and then cooling just a little bit. Above that ridge, though, that's where the storms are firing. We've got severe thunderstorm watches up now for Billings and parts of Wyoming, also Wisconsin, including Milwaukee, until 10 o'clock tonight. And more flare-ups will occur across Kansas City and through St. Louis during the overnight period, into Paducah in the morning, and another round coming tomorrow afternoon. Chicago, maybe getting into the flood zones of Indianapolis and Ohio. We just can't seem to break this pattern. Tony?
All right, Rob, thank you. After a statewide alert for 2 missing children in Georgia, police traced cell phone data and found the girls locked inside a sweltering trailer. Their babysitter has now been accused of the kidnapping, and as our Skylar Henry reports, not for the first time.
Harrowing video captures the intense moments Atlanta police closed in on the back of this trailer.
Contact. Show me your hands.
As responding officers push in, you can hear a child cry.
We're trying. Hey.
Inside, police found 2 sisters.
I got the baby.
A 4-year-old and an 11-month-old, and their babysitter, 42-year-old Lakeisha Brown.
It appears that the suspect gained the mother's trust over about a year's time. So the mother, thought that she was leaving their children in the care of somebody she could trust.
Come on, baby.
Atlanta police initially believed it was a custody dispute before the department's Special Victims Unit determined it was a kidnapping. The children were reported missing after police say they were left with Brown Saturday evening. When the kids' mother, Alicia Redding, last spoke to Brown,
She told me that they had got into a wreck, a semi-truck had hit them. And she said that they separated the kids from her and took the kids to the children's hospital.
Come on, see? There we go.
But police say none of that ever happened. The search spanned into the night and into Monday, when officers were able to track down Brown with the help of neighbors and cell phone data.
And the good news is that these 2 children are okay. Brown is now facing kidnapping charges as well as first-degree to child cruelty charges. And get this, she's facing similar kidnapping charges in Alabama. Tony?
Skylar, thank you. The alleged ringleader of that frat house cocaine operation at Penn State University is in police custody tonight. Described by a local newspaper as a former accounting student, 24 years old, and according to witnesses to the grand jury, the largest cocaine dealer at one of the largest universities in America, making considerable amounts of money. Our Meg Oliver has the update from Central Pennsylvania.
Tony, 24-year-old Agostino Abatiello turned himself in this morning and is behind bars here at the Center County Correctional Facility. Abatiello, a former Penn State student, was arraigned on numerous felonies, including multiple counts of possession with intent to deliver cocaine. On Monday, 13 current and former Penn State students were charged, along with a parent, a prominent Pittsburgh attorney, Paul Robinson, who allegedly tried to conceal evidence. Prosecutors say 2 off-campus fraternities, Sigma Chi and Delta Upsilon, appeared to be hubs for the operation and allegedly used pledges to package the drugs. According to grand jury testimony, Abatiello was purchasing around 100 grams of cocaine from his source in New York every 3 to 6 weeks. In a statement, Penn State said in part, criminal activity such as this has no place at our institution. Penn State says Sigma Chi has no formal relationship to the university, and they have suspended Delta Upsilon pending an investigation. Tony?
Meg, thank you very much. We go to Florida now, where a former Microsoft manager was shot to death in front of his 2-year-old daughter, and now his ex-wife and her husband are accused of arranging the killing. He's now the first to be tried in what prosecutors say was a targeted ambush. Jason Allen with details.
Jared Bridegan headed home from a night out with his children in 2022. When he stopped the car to move a tire blocking the road, police say the 33-year-old Microsoft employee was then shot and killed in the street in front of his 2-year-old daughter Bexley, strapped in her car seat.
Miss Cruz, when you...
Janelle Cruz drove up on the scene and the child just after the shooting.
She was shaking. She was like panting as if she's been crying.
What did she say specifically about what she saw?
My daddy's on the ground, my daddy's hurt, and is the police going to help my daddy?
When you went to school,
Mario Fernandez Saldana listened intently, writing notes as prosecutors alleged he planned the murder, along with Bridegan's ex-wife, Shanna Gardner.
The killer was a stranger to Jared Bridegan. The murder was personal.
Court documents say Gardner harbored a deep hatred for Jared Bridegan and resented sharing custody of their children.
Good afternoon.
Bridegan's widow, Kirsten, testified about her attempts to reach her husband the night of the murder.
I kept calling him, and I would give it a little bit. I remember telling my parents, like, something's wrong.
Surveillance video after the shooting captured a man running from the scene and someone driving away in a truck. Investigators allege that was Henry Tenon, whose DNA they say was on the tire blocking the road that night and who was allegedly paid at least $10,000 by Fernandez Saldana, disguised as expenses for landscaping and roof work.
Fernandez Saldana's defense team says there is no evidence that he hired or paid Tenon for the killing. Tenon is scheduled to go to trial next year, and the ex-wife, Shanna Gardner, who has pleaded not guilty, she is scheduled for her own trial next month. Tony?
All right, Jason, thank you. To international news, Ukraine launched nearly 800 drones into Russia overnight, most of them targeting Moscow, according to that city's mayor. Since the start of the war, sparked by Russia's invasion, Ukraine has become one of the world's largest and most innovative makers of weaponized drones, as our Aiden Stretch shows us tonight from Kyiv.
Ukrainian drones slamming into Moscow high-rises and destroying warehouses of Russia's largest online retailer. Images once thought impossible, part of Ukraine's long-range drone campaign that has brought the war deep inside Russia. 60% of those drones are built by one company, Firepoint, run by 34-year-old Irina Turek, an architect turned weapons manufacturer.
You never really know what kind of your knowledge and what kind of your experience could be transformed and pivoted into something new.
At her factories, workers piece together hundreds of drones each day, largely by hand.
You build the weapons and shoot them back at the people who have been firing at you. That makes you feel better.
Yes, of course, because I do not feel like a victim in this. We feel like we can provide a very asymmetrical answer with having low resources and yet making an impact.
Quite an impact. Firepoint has already built one of the world's largest cruise missiles. Now it is developing Ukraine's own ballistic missiles to inflict even greater damage.
When will we see those hit Russia?
This year. I expect it already to happen very soon.
Turek believes these weapons could help Ukraine negotiate from a stronger position.
The only thing that they understand, the only language that they understand, is the language of power.
A message she hopes Vladimir Putin hears loud and clear. Tarek said Firepoint is also building its own defense against Russian ballistic missiles, a solution that can't come soon enough as Ukraine runs increasingly low on U.S.-made Patriot interceptors. Tony?
Aiden, thank you. Still ahead tonight, the search for a masked man terrorizing people in Philadelphia. What police want the public to know. Police in Philadelphia are trying to track down a man seen in surveillance video in a Chucky-style horror mask chasing people, including a woman out for a jog last week. And in addition to filming her, he allegedly asked, "Are you ready to die?" Our Lilia Luciano in Philadelphia with details.
Police are searching for this masked man accused of terrorizing people in Philadelphia. This video shows one of the frightening encounters near City Hall last Wednesday, when investigators say a 40-year-old woman was jogging at around 5:30 a.m. when the man wearing what appears to be a creepy doll mask started chasing her.
"Are you ready to die?" He makes that statement twice. Then she proceeds to run away from him. She injures herself in the process, and she started screaming, and we believe that's what deterred the suspect.
The suspect eventually stopped chasing that woman. Investigators say at one point he implied he had a weapon, though no weapon was seen. This was one of at least 6 encounters police say happened within a span of a half hour that morning. Jamaica Wilson came face to face with the masked man.
I started to run across the street.
So he saw you?
He saw me starting to run,
chase you.
and he started to chase me. So I figured it was smart to turn around and face him.
So you confront him?
I did.
Did you kick him?
I kicked him right in the middle of the chest.
Police only have a vague description saying they believe it's a black man 18 to 25 years old.
How serious could the charges be? What are you looking at?
Oh, the charges could most certainly include, as I mentioned, terroristic threats, recklessly endangering another person, intimidation, harassment.
Tonight, that suspect is still on the loose. Police are warning anybody who believes that they spotted him to avoid approaching him and to call 911 immediately. They're also urging anybody with information to reach out to the Philadelphia Police Department. Tony?
Lilia, thanks. If you recognize the phrase 8 CDs for a penny, I have generational news for you tonight. After 71 years and a transition from vinyl to tapes to CD, Columbia House is no more. They once had 16 million members, but streaming killed the mail-order star. Last day for orders, September 15th. Up next, the good stuff, riding the waves with Astro, the surf dog. We're back with the good stuff, and if there's anything America loves, it's a dog on a surfboard. From the days of Spuds MacKenzie to the endless scroll of social media, canine longboarders are hard to resist, even if they do sometimes look a little confused about what exactly is happening to them. But some dogs are genuine pros, and this is one. Astro is a second-generation surf instructor on South Padre Island, Texas. And since he was a puppy, he's been helping people fall in love with the ocean, along with his person, the owner of the South Padre Surf Company, Gene Gore.
Oh, he helps me every day because he just brings joy. A lot of people that come for surfing, it's their first time, first time in the ocean, they're afraid, afraid of whatever, sharks or rip currents. And when they see him out there having a good time, I think it helps people just chill out and enjoy it a lot more.
In fact, Astro loves the water so much and is such a strong swimmer that Gene, for about a year now, has been training him for a new job.
He swims for hours every day. So I just thought it would be natural for him to learn how to rescue people.
Gene himself is a lifeguard, and while he says Astro has yet to attempt a rescue, he now understands the mission and is ready for it. Maybe the next viral video won't be a dog on a surfboard, but a dog rescuing the dog who fell off it. That's another day in America. I'm Tony DeCopel. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Good night.